please help a new channel, like and subscribe. It was that easy. An alien named Zarvox lounged back with a smug grin, his laughter filling the air. He slapped his knee, tossing back another shot of liquor. "You humans," he chuckled, "are perhaps the most gullible species in the galaxy." He waved for another drink, tossing a bundle of credits onto the counter. Sitting at a bar that was attached to a spaceport on Earth in Las Vegas, Nevada, the place, a favorite among spacefarers, buzzed with chatter and clinking glasses. "Yeah, I'm heading to Alpha Centauri," Zarvox boasted loudly, drawing glances. "Gonna retire and live large. You too, babe, could have the good life, world hopping, finest hotels, luxury hot spots, the kind of life that'd make a king envious." At the bar, a young woman named B.N.Rocker listened with intrigue. Her voice was soft and alluring as she replied, Now, love, we just met." Leaning forward, her hand briefly touched his leg, then retreated as she slowly settled back into her chair, her eyes never leaving his. "So, tell me again how you got all your money." "Like I said, it was just that easy." Zarvox, growing more animated with each shot, shouted for the bartender to keep his glass filled. "Humans! Most incompetent creatures in the galaxy!" he exclaimed as the bartender quickly refilled his glass and left the bottle on the bar. "Tell me again, love," Alara pressed, her eyes narrowing slightly in curiosity, "how you ended up with so many credits. I just loved that part where you laughed in the old man's face, saying, 'Yeah, and it was just that easy.'" With another shot downed, Zarvox tapped the bar, signaling for more. "Hey boy, you slow or something?" he barked at the bartender. "I mean, you're dumber than the man I just swindled at the casino." Alara chuckled. "Tell him about what you did to the man that ran the casino. That was too slow. Bet that'll keep your glass full." Frustrated, Zarvox grabbed a fistful of credits and threw them at the bartender, hitting him in the face. "Keep my glass full, you useless creature," he commanded. The bartender, startled, complied immediately. Alara listened intently as Zarvox reveled in recounting his past exploits, the thrill of manipulation glinting in his eyes. He described how he'd roamed from one end of the galaxy to the other, using his peculiar mental influence over others to gain fortune and power. His most triumphant tale was recent, how he had swaggered into a high-stakes casino on Earth, charm and malice finely balanced. With a mixture of suave rhetoric and sheer mental force, he had bewitched the casino owner. "I simply suggested to him, in undertones, that his life's earnings would be better in my pockets," Zarvox explained, his voice thick with amusement. He detailed how he persuaded the man to transfer every credit from the vault into his account, and then, in a dark twist, to step outside onto the busy strip and perform a series of increasingly dangerous and humiliating acts, culminating in an unthinkable final command. Zarvox chuckled darkly, his eyes alight with the memory. "Cover your ears," he laughed maniacally, waving his hand as if conducting an invisible orchestra, eager to showcase his dreadful power. As he told the bartender to empty his till and hand it to him, then slam your face on the bar. The man, step by step, followed his commands. Zarvox's laughter echoed around the bar. "See, it's that easy. Every place I go, I live large and then leave richer than when I showed up. One day I might just make myself emperor of the galaxy. You could be queen. Join me, baby." Alara, with grace, leaned closer to Zarvox, her hand gently touching his knee as she initiated the intimate gesture. She leaned in. Her hand subtly slid up his leg, her touch light, tracing a path that held a promise, or so it seemed. Her eyes locked onto his, unflinching and intense, inches apart, capturing all of Zarvox's attention. Then, as quickly as she had bridged the gap between them, Alara leaned back into her chair, her posture shifting to one of cool detachment, her decision crystallizing in her expression. With a tone laced with disinterest, she declared, "I think I might pass. Someday, I think you're going to piss off the wrong set of people, and I do not want to be there when your world comes crashing down." Her words, spoken with a superior attitude, cut through the noise of the bar. As she stood to leave, a loud thud and the sound of breaking glass halted her. Turning slowly, she smirked, then looked down at Zarvox, now gasping for air. Don't bother to struggle. I rubbed a neurotoxin on your leg. You can't move or speak, but can see and feel everything, and you will be like this for hours, she revealed as men rushed in, ushering out the other customers and securing the bar. You and I are going to have a lot of fun, she continued, pulling a small dagger from her slip. Your fatal flaw was visiting my father's casino and not realizing Las Vegas isn't like any other destination in the galaxy. Here, there are no police calls, no court dates. Leaning in close enough to exchange breaths, she stared him right in the eyes. Normally, I'd just make you disappear, but since you have a special disdain for humans, and what you did to my father, not just robbing him, but humiliating him, I'm going to take a personal interest in this situation, she whispered. Leaning in ever so slowly, she kissed him on the cheek and winked at him. Then Alara shrugs, and it was that easy. And on that note, she concluded, I only have 17 hours left before that toxin wears off. So let's get started. Taking her knife out, she starts cutting off his. This is not goodbye, nor the end. Until the story continues, my friends. B.N.Rocker.